Hey, did you know that multiple women are being sexually assaulted under sedation by medical professionals? Now, that's a little bit of a clickbaity introduction to a very serious point that I think we all need to do something about. Women may well know this already, and I'm sorry if I'm telling you something you already know, but it came as a shock to me that in many places in the world, throughout the world, it is still perfectly okay for a group of medical students to examine a woman under sedation, not just by looking, but also by insertion of fingers, by feeling. Can you imagine, as a man, if you woke up from an operation and found out that 6 or 7 medical students had inserted their fingers into your rectum? How would you feel about that? You hadn't consented to this. You hadn't known it was going to happen. This happens regularly to women without their informed consent, without them often even knowing it happened, because they're sedated. They are under anesthetic, spread for the world to see. And some surgeon, doctor will come in with a group of trainee doctors and go, hey, look at this. This is what, have a feel in there. Come on, stick your fingers in. Can you feel that lump? Can you feel that? And it's all cool because in the medical profession, this is seen as not an attack on dignity, not as a sexual assault, which it is a sexual assault, but as just a perfectly acceptable way of learning about the woman's body. No attempt prior to this to explain to the woman that this might happen, to get her informed consent. Maybe somewhere in the forms that she signed, there was a line saying or implying that this might happen and therefore her signature is consent to it. But that's bullshit, isn't it? Imagine if finding out that on page 4 of the form there was one paragraph that you agreed to this happening to you without actually, as most of us do, reading the full agreement, and then some lawyer dangling this in your face when you complain about the fact that this happened to you, going, no, you consented to this. This needs to be addressed. This is happening throughout the world. It's fucking outrageous. I remember a friend telling me this in the 80s when he was a medical student and I remember thinking, well, that's pretty weird, but I assumed that the woman in question knew that this was going to happen, was okay with it. But it turns out, here we are in 2022, and this bullshit is still going on. The medical profession is so steeped in male centricity, in a misogynistic mindset going back 100 years, that they clearly think this is okay. It's not, and we need to point this out and do something about it.